So, you need to write an apprenticeship CV. But where do you start? We know that CV writing can be a difficult task, especially if you haven't made one before. So we've compiled our apprenticeship CV top tips to help you put together the perfect CV and to help get you the apprenticeship that you really want. Here are just a few quick tips to start. Your apprenticeship CV doesn't have to be very long. Just one single page is fine. The person reading it isn't expecting you to have heaps of experience. By listing your skills and experience that are the most relevant for the role that you're applying for, you will appear far more suitable than if you were to say you're an experienced baker, but you're applying for a HGV technician apprenticeship. You need to show the employer why you would make a great addition to their team. What do you have to offer? And don't worry, it's okay if your CV looks bare. That's far better than filling it with useless information. Before you get going, you need to think how your CV is going to look. As fun as it can be to seek out something fancy and unusual, pick a font that is relatively formal and easy to read like Arial, Verdana, or Helvetica. Comic Sans is a big no. Also, set your text no smaller than size 11, but don't supersize it just to fill the page either. And lay your CV out well with headings, bullet points, and the use of bold and italics. This will impress, as it helps the reader to easily find what they're looking for. Now, on to content. What do you actually need to put on your CV? At the top, start with your name, address, telephone number, and email address. This will help them easily locate your CV and make contact. Then, in a few short lines, write a brief description of yourself, mentioning your career aspirations, why you want to work in this sector, and any personal qualities that will make them want to employ you. After this, list your education details with the last school you attended at the top. List your education from the age of 11, which means no primary school information, the subjects that you studied, and the grades you achieved. Make sure to specify what the qualification is too. For example, GCSE or BTEC. List any jobs or work experience that you have in chronological order, including the dates you worked there, company name, and your job title. Add a short description of your duties in the role and the skills that you gain from the experience. Make these as relevant to the role that you're applying for as possible. Don't worry if you don't have much to put in this section. You're not expected to when you're applying for apprenticeship. After that, add any interests and extracurricular activities that are relevant to the apprenticeship you're applying for. Remember, there's no reason to mention your love for Xbox. If you speak any foreign languages and you think this may be relevant to the role, then you may want to mention this. If the apprenticeship you're applying for requires technical skill, then list any that you already have. And for an office-based apprenticeship, it's important you detail your computing skills. What computer programs are you able to use? Microsoft Office, Photoshop, how fast can you type? All of these things are relevant. You will also need to provide the details of a few references that know you, and these can be a teacher, tutor, or previous employer. Make sure you check with them that they're happy to give you a reference first. Once you've completed all of these sections, you need to check every last inch of your CV for errors. Make sure there are no spelling mistakes, grammatical errors, wrong contact details, or information in the wrong place. And also check your CV is clear and concise, so that there's no confusion when reading it. If you're not sure, go and get someone else to check it over too. Once your CV is ready, then head over to www.motuscommercials.co.uk/apprenticeships to check out our current live apprenticeships.